looks so pale.
That is a very interesting taste, and I'm gonna let that settle.
Do you want to make a different coffee?
No, I'll just drink my water if I really don't like it. It kind of tastes like coffee and perfume.
I was interested about the hibiscus.
Yeah, I just thought it would be really subtle.
Is it supposed to be an over ice one?
Couldn't tell you. Just pop that thing in and said,
Package would probably tell you.
It could.
It could be.
That could be. But you know what is? This is episode 73 of Two Girls Chirping. I'm Lauren.
I'm Abby.
Today we're talking about the Olympics and...
Episode 3 of Black History Month. We're talking about Blake Bolden and Grant Fuhr.
Great. I don't know either one of them, so I'm excited to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you want to talk about Silly Goose of the Week?
Yeah, who's your Silly Goose of the Week?
I don't have one. You said you were doing it.
I do have a Silly Goose of the Week. The crowd at the Bulls game we went to last night.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was we sat down, we got a mark, we were really close to the benches, which was weird. Like, not weird, I don't know. It's just not where we normally sit.
Row in front of the benches, which I didn't know when I bought the tickets.
We thought we were 3 rows back because it was C. And so we were like, oh, where's A and B? There is no A and B. A and B would be the bench. Anyways.
And we were right on the divider. We'll never sit there again.
Yeah,
Can't
but
see
then
anything.
like this friend group sat down next to us and they were vibing and they immediately brought up heated rivalry. And I was like, okay, this is going to be fun. I kid you not. Puck drops. A
gaggle.
I don't even know. What is the crows are a scare of crows, right? This was like a scare of children. Come out of freaking nowhere. There's probably...
Crows are great. They're loyal. They remember you. This is a gaggle of feral children.
Literally, probably like 12, 8-year-old boys, if I had to guess. And they take over everything around us. Not even their own seats.
Yeah, not even their own seats.
They just came out of nowhere, and they were so...
I cannot stress you enough. These kids were standing on their seats, jumping up and down, screaming the whole time. They were laying down in their seats, kicking the glass. Like, there was one adult. It was hell.
It was so much so that a lot of the people left.
Our entire row, other than those sweet Av fans, which I had on my Brent Burns Av jersey, and she had on a Ab sweatshirt, so like obviously we were vibing.
Yeah.
They were the only ones brave enough to stay. The couple behind us and their daughter,
they moved.
Yeah, we left and we were like, you can have our seats. Like, we are all leaving, so you can sit like as far away from them as you can get and kind of block it out, because it was their daughter's 13th birthday.
Yeah.
It was hell. We left after the second period.
And the
Bulls won!
That is the biggest time of it all. We were finally going to see the Bulls win, but it literally, like, I thought my eardrum may have burst after, but that was just me being dramatic. They were just...
It was so loud.
They ruined it. Like, I tried to disassociate, but I couldn't even disassociate them out.
I did disassociate.
Yeah, I know. I looked over at one point. I said, are you good? And, like, I can put up with a lot. I can specifically put up with a lot from children. That was just, like, they were just rude.
It was,
and they were like cussing up and down, which is so strange to hear a 8-year-old little boy.
Were they cussing? I only heard one cuss word.
I heard one say fuck. The F word.
I don't know.
I think it was the same one. But I also was just like, this is just not fun.
No, it was horrible, and I wanted to punch them. I wanted to commit violence.
I know.
They kept screaming they wanted to fight. They were about to get one. I was about to catch charges.
Climbing all over everything. There was one
I was waiting for the opportunity to just, like, leg swipe one of them and see them, like, fall and seriously get hurt, but the opportunity did not present itself. It was horrible.
It was bad, but they were the silly gooses. I will say at one point, because at one point, one of them was trying to, like, chirp the visitors' bench, and they were like, how much time is left? Which I'm like...
I don't think they were trying to chirp. I think they were just screaming into the void.
I think they were, too. And someone a couple rows back goes, try reading the clock!
Yeah. It was hell. And we'll never sit in that section again.
No.
Number one, I shouldn't... The goalie kept looking at me during warmsies. Well, at us.
He was making direct eye contact.
He was making direct eye contact, and I was like,
yeah.
You're not supposed to see me.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to see you. This is one-way glass.
There's a reason we always sit where we normally sit in the season tickets section.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much more enjoyable. Like, there's chirping, and then there's just, like, being a freaking menace.
Yeah, but, I mean, the food, amazing.
The food, great.
The vibes from the right side of the row over, spectacular. They were scoring. All the jerseys were sick. There was a wiener dog race.
So it was
pretty good overall.
Yeah.
And then we went to Publix, and we got a couple sweet treats on our way home and listened to Taylor Swift, and...
That's true.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
But they were the silly goose of the week.
They were. And not in a good way.
Do you want to run through your list, or do you want me to run through my list?
I've primarily got Olympic stuff, to which I'll seam it in with yours.
Okay. I've got a couple non-Olympic things.
I've got one non-Olympic thing. Tara Lipinski liked my TikTok.
She did. I saw
If you're watching Traders, you know Tara.
You
Speaking of Traders, Johnny, I started rewatching Spinning Out after watching the Olympics ice skating, and Johnny is in Spinning Out, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, I knew he was a figure skater when I watched that show, but I didn't know him because, I only watched women's figure skating and pair skating, but I knew him. But I didn't know him. And I did not know that Tara had a friggin' gold medal. Now, Johnny ain't got nothing, but he still went, so you get credit for that.
He's got best friend rights.
He seems like a wonderful person.
Yeah, they seem like they'd be fun.
I really like the way that he handles himself in confrontation.
I
really liked his defense at the round table. I love it. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Anywho, William Nylander has a TikTok. He has an official TikTok account now.
I'm sure somebody else is just, running it for him. It's like his YouTube. It's his name, but...
Well, yeah, but,
period. Pop off.
I just like to see it. That man is he said, hockey is just what I do on the side. You want access? I've got access. He's got, a film crew with him for the whole Olympics thing. I like it.
I do like that.
And he's so funny.
I'm also just, that is a great way to grow the sport.
Yeah.
That is what, this generation wants to see.
Yeah. That's what I want. I want all access. But then that's also very, there's pros and cons to both. But I love what he's doing.
Yeah, I think he does a good job with showing more, but not compromising his
privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So let's talk. Let me see. Did you see Gavin McKenna got cleared to play versus Penn State? Who's the number 2 right now?
He's still got charges pending against him.
Yeah, but he got cleared to play hockey.
He plays for Penn State.
No.
Yes.
No. Yes. Who is it? Is it Michigan they're playing?
That is crazy to me.
Yeah, it is crazy. He's been cleared to play and will suit up against number 2. It is Michigan. Even though he's still got charges pending. They said, I don't give up. Did I not say that he was going to be protected either from the NHL stepping in or the big university stepping in? They are not letting anything happen to this talent.
It just is ridiculous to me.
Is it? Or is it just stuff we've always seen?
I'm not surprised, but it's still ridiculous.
I hope they lose.
So, okay, the aggravated assault was dropped.
The felony charge.
The felony charge was dropped. But he's still got pending charges. At least he should be suspended until that is resolved.
Yup.
If it was anybody who had less talent, that's what would happen.
If it was almost any other career, he would be done. I'm sorry,
Golly.
a nurse that we have has pending charges for unrelated events. Doesn't matter, not healthcare related. We don't have a nurse Jackie on our hands or anything like that.
Whoa.
But they can't come to work. Can't come to work until it gets resolved. You can't have pending criminal charges against you, either civil or criminal.
Yeah, that makes no freaking sense to me, especially because it's this is college. He's gonna fit in perfectly with Vegas.
No, because he was defending a woman, as Randy pointed out. So Vegas is not going to take him. You got to have crimes against women.
Hey,
or alleged crimes.
These are valid points.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
so let's talk about everything else I have is no. I've got one more sad. I almost said everything else I have is happy.
Okay.
Scotty James, he's been filming his little comeback in these Olympics. It's not even a comeback. He's just defending his championship. He didn't win a gold medal, but, like, he is that bitch. We know Scotty James.
Yeah, Scotty James. Married to
Lance Stroll's sister, Chloe Stroll.
Chloe Stroll.
Best friends with Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah.
Retired Formula One driver.
Used to be really good friends with Shaun White. Don't know if they still are.
I don't know if they still are
I'm pretty
either.
sure they grew up together.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, he was skating with, like, the grown 18-year-olds at the ripe age of, like, 12.
Yeah.
Skating? He was snowboarding. Let me punch myself in the face. Am I
Also,
new here?
We have, if I keep looking up in this corner, I'm going to try not to, we have the women's Canada versus Germany game.
Yeah.
On right now.
Yeah, right now, Canada is, they got this in the bag, I think.
Yeah, they're up 2-0. Pooh's back.
Pooh is back. Thank freaking Christ.
There she is right there.
There's my queen.
Jesus.
That's right. That's right.
She just punched her in the face, I think. Anyways,
she did not punch her in the face because my queen would never do that.
She was falling with her fist.
She was trying to protect herself and her center of gravity.
Her center of gravity went straight into the other place.
Well, when you fall, you reach out with your arms.
Pooh.
Anywho.
They're tangled up. It's fine.
Anywho, enough of Pooh. Scotty James won silver, which he got robbed of his gold medal, honestly. If you watch his finals run, I don't know. I'm not a judge, clearly. Anytime I think I see a good routine, the judges or Tara and Johnny rip it to shreds. So what do I know anyways?
That is true. Granted, I've heard a lot of people being like, Tara and Johnny are not doing a good job.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that, but hey, what do I know? I don't know how to figure skate, so.
Yeah, I literally know nothing about it, so.
Yeah, Ilya Malinin.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Speaking of being robbed.
Dude, he brought the team U.S. figure skating the gold medal because we were not going to win it. We were going to get silver, and then he brought out a freaking masterclass of a routine. Yeah. And then now it's individuals. So he was doing men's figure skating, and he had a couple not great spots in his routine. He had a couple of the F word, F-E-L-L. And he finished in eighth, which is insane.
Which, like,
and then he cried, and his reposts are really depressing. And I'm about to call 911 to check on him.
It's sad.
I hate when that stuff happens.
Especially because he knows, and everyone knows that he's better than that.
He's done better than that in everything. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he was just tired. Maybe he was a little sick. Maybe the fact that
pressure
the kitchen was out of the Olympic tiramisu that was throwing him off. I don't know. You haven't seen him? Never mind. We're not on the same side of TikTok. Okay. I've seen everything that the Olympic little cafeteria village is putting out. They've got like Olympic-shaped pasta noodles. It's so good. The tiramisu's back. Welcome back, Queen. Anyways, that's all the sads I have.
Okay, thank God.
Now let's talk about me a little bit more. Because it's half my podcast.
A little something about me.
I want you to rank which made you feel the most patriotic this week. Team USA's figure skating team, Charlie Puth singing the national anthem for the Super Bowl, or Bad Bunny's halftime performance at the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Rank them.
Charlie Puth is going to be third. Just because, like...
No. Did you hear it?
He delivered on that.
Perfect pitch.
It's very close first and second. I'm going to put... And I think you're going to be really upset with me.
I already am.
I'm going to put Olympic figure skating second and Bad Bunny third. Strictly because...
You can't put Bad Bunny third because you're...
first. Sorry. Strictly because the ending of it and him listing him talking about, like, how amazing America is and listing every single American country, not just the U.S., because there is...
Do you mean territories? He included the territories?
He did Canada. He did all of South America. He listed every single country on the American continent.
It was my weekend to work, okay? I didn't have time to watch. You were
working that game, or that
I've seen it on TikTok.
And then flying all the flags, and it was just beautiful.
So he listed the North American continent?
Yeah, he listed all of the American countries. North American and South American.
Europe and Asia,
and
Africa, Australia.
I think that was the perfect way to do it. Also, Lady Gaga coming out and him being like, "Is this what you wanted?" And it's Lady Gaga singing in English.
Yeah,
It's great. It was fantastic, actually.
Him allegedly having to wear a bulletproof vest is just
I'm
insane.
pretty sure he wore a bulletproof vest for the Super Bowl and also at the Grammys.
Yeah.
Which it sucks so much that he has to do that to feel safe, and then probably still doesn't feel safe.
But the bravery to come out and perform too.
And it was so good. Like everything, it was like
it was
watching
one of the best performances
In
I've
the
seen.
Heights, a Lin-Manuel Miranda original. Just the way that they sing and it like walks you through the town. I loved this set. I loved all of it.
So I'm going to go Charlie Puth.
Wow.
Charlie Puth number 1.
Okay.
I'm going to go figure skating number 2.
We did completely reverse.
And then Bad Bunny number 3, only because I love the U.S. team figure skating. Like Amber and just all of them. All of them.
They are very near and dear to me.
They are extremely dear to me.
It is true.
If I was being objective in terms of joy in my heart and talent, I would go Charlie Puth, Bad Bunny, and Team USA figure skating. But I can't be objective.
Not a day has passed where I haven't watched Alyssa Liu's Loewe performance.
Yeah.
And actually, not a day has passed that I haven't listened to that song at least twice.
I just, more than anything, wanted Amber Glenn to perform like we know she can perform. But what a freaking testament to her career that she had those couple of, falls beginning of her program. And then she still recovered and finished beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just hate to see an Olympian who has trained their whole life for this event not be able to show all the talent that they have and have something happen. It just, oh my God.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
I'm like, no, we know you could do better.
Yeah.
You have done better.
And they know too. It just is so hard.
I don't like seeing it. I just want to touch very briefly on this. A lot of every single episode, you and this bobblehead. Okay.
I was touching briefly.
That's fine. Last episode I had to be like, hey, stop.
You were like, can you not?
Hey, knock it off.
Knock it off.
Hey, you are a kid I can discipline. So a lot of press have asked the U.S. Olympians about, current state of affairs, their opinions. And honestly, more have spoken candidly than I expected.
Yeah.
And I really like the approach that most of them have taken, which is we don't stand for what's happening. We don't stand for any of that. But we are here to represent our country, which does value loyalty, kindness, independence, generosity, and is for everyone. That's just been like the broad message. Yeah. And I love it. Specifically, and I'm going to butcher these names, and I'm so sorry, but Rich Raunen, that's not how you say your name, but that's how I say your name. He was the curling one that's the Minnesota lawyer that I was talking to you about the other day. Yeah. He's a lawyer. He had the most articulate, scathing, just read them their rights. And I loved it. And he was like choking back tears. Well, not choking back tears, but like his little chin was wobbling. I just love it. I love to see them. Because you've got Hunter Hess that that bitch in charge is calling a loser, which
it's crazy.
It's so embarrassing. But he was one of the first ones, and I thought that they were going to demonize him. But then so many more spoke up too.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So many more spoke up about how ridiculous it was.
Yeah.
Some of the things that were being said.
You've got curling, you've got snowboarding, you've got skiing.
Pretty much every figure skater.
Yeah, I mean, they've all been just immaculate. And that's all the non-Olympic, but Olympic things I have. Shout out all of you. queens and kings.
Yeah, I saw.
You dropped this.
A crown. Yeah, it is kind of insane that the person in charge of a country is calling people losers, absolute losers, because they said that they value kindness and loyalty. Loser.
Or like kindness and generosity and including people.
Yeah. And they're like, what a loser. That's so embarrassing.
Never mind. I don't want to talk anymore about politics.
Girl,
let's talk about the Olympics. I know. I was stopping myself. I was telling myself I don't want to talk anymore.
Well, let's talk about women's Olympic hockey then.
Let's talk about it. Do you want me to go first?
I like you to go through your notes because you jump all over and I can help tie it into reality.
It is in reality.
Yeah, but you'll talk about stuff that happened yesterday and then you'll go back like 4 days.
It'd be like that, you know?
Because instead of doing it in a timeline of events, you do it in the timeline you see it.
Exactly. And that's a little bit about me. Gwyneth Filios. She did get her first Olympic shutout. She plays for the Charge. She's a goalie for the Charge.
What nation?
U.S. It was U.S. versus Switzerland.
Oh.
But it was her first one.
I did not watch that one, I'm sorry.
Well, they won 5-0. Theme of the U.S. women's team has been so freaking dominant.
They have literally been so dominant. Speaking of, there's a hype commercial for them playing right now.
And facts. Canada beat Czechia 5-1. Czechia.
Listen to what I'm saying.
How do you know you're saying it right?
I have ears when they play.
Okay, reading Pennsylvania. Anyways, that's the game that Marie-Philippe Plumont got injured at, lower body injury.
Yeah.
But she's back. We're watching her right now, thank God.
She is back. This is her first game back for Canada versus
Germany. This is Canada
Germany.
versus
I was
Germany
like, who
for
are
the
they playing
semifinals.
literally right now? Germany.
I want to talk about the U.S. and then I'll talk about Canada a little bit more, then I'll be done for women's. Okay. So, total, the U.S. between their 5 games, they've scored... Well, there's been 27 goals scored, only one of which was not scored by the U.S., and that was Czechia. They got 1 goal versus them. They scored 6 against Italy, 5 against Canada, 5 against Switzerland, 5 against Finland, and 5 against Czechia, and only 1 goal was allowed by a non-U.S. team in those games.
Yeah, they have swept everyone.
We knew they were stacked.
Like, yeah, I mean, that is a stacked team. And I knew it was kind of going to be between U.S. and Canada for the gold.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if U.S. does not win gold.
Yeah.
I would be absolutely floored. Here's the thing, though. Pooh's back. Pooh was out when the U.S. played Canada.
No, and that's fair.
And they actually did a whole segment during this game about the Pooh effect because they just play so much better when she's there. That's Captain Clutch. So, like...
That's our leader.
Yeah.
That is Mrs. Hockey.
Yeah.
Behind Ellen Hughes, of course.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we were talking to Emma, and she made a really good point that the U.S. is full of new and young talent, and Canada is still just relying on their vets so much. And you saw it so much when MPP was gone.
Yeah, they've got Nicole Gosling, who's a rookie. I think that there's one other rookie, but I can't name him.
Yeah.
I do know that there's like 6 players on the team from Boston U.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, it's Boston College. Sorry. I know that there's a massive rivalry between those two.
That's like Alabama versus Auburn around here. We apologize.
Literally.
I will say Canada, this is their 5th game right now. So in 4 games, they've put up 14 goals and also only allowed 1 goal versus Czechia. But still, without MPP, they got shut out 5-0 against the US. So I'm excited to see when they match back up.
Which in the prelims,
how it's going to go.
In the prelims, every single US game, they scored 5 goals.
Yeah, 5's been a real banger number.
And the U.S. played for the first time. The men's played for the first time last night, I think. And they won 5-1.
I know. The 5 and 6s
They love the number 5.
They very pro prime number.
Yeah,
It's an elite prime number. So far in the quarterfinals, we have Sweden, the U.S., and then from the looks of this game,
it's gonna be Canada.
And then we'll find out later this afternoon who's going to be the 4th one.
Yeah, it's between Finland and Switzerland. They play at 4:30.
Yeah.
So you'll know.
Mm-hmm. By the time this is coming out, you'll know.
It'll have been on our story. I want to point out in this game with Germany, there are 2 players. They are identical twin sisters. So identical that when I looked up the roster to see how identical they were, I thought that they duplicated a profile, even though I knew I was looking for identical twins. Do you want to see pictures?
I do want to see pictures.
Good, because I saved them. And you can swipe to see the other one.
I swiped the wrong way. How did I even do that? I thought I made...
And they're line mates. And they were also saying
Lily's eyes are a little bit more wide set than Louisa's, and that's the only way I can tell them apart. They are copy-paste.
No, literally. Literally. They are line mates, and they also play tennis doubles. Partners. And that's just a little fun fact that I learned today, because I was like, literally... Who is who?
They're so pretty.
They are gorgeous. Also, it cut to their parents, and I don't know if their parents I'm assuming their dad has a wig on for their hair. And I think that their mom, that's either her natural hair or they're both wearing wigs to resemble their kids.
That's a very hot take. I'll have to look into that more.
Yeah. I have a couple of women's hockey notes.
Okay.
Hillary Knight has tied, I believe she has since broken, the U.S. women's record for the most Olympic career goals with 14. And she tied it versus Finland in the prelims. Also, Taylor Heisey was mic'd up for that game, the U.S. versus Finland. I
love a mic up.
I just want to be her friend.
Yeah. Her and Emma Malte. I want to be their friends so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Oh my God, put them in a room together. They have been.
Yeah. I've seen them.
Multiple times. And then Kendall Coyne-Schofield they were talking all about her, of course. She is only the second mom to ever play for a U.S. Olympic team. Mm-hmm. And
she's the one that brings her baby everywhere, right?
Yes, she's the one that she had a kid and she was like, this isn't going to end my career. I want to show other people that they can do it with kids as well.
Facts.
Because like men do it with children all the time.
Yeah.
Why can't a woman? And it kept cutting to her husband and their kid, and I'm assuming her mom in the stands. And they even had her husband mic'd up in the stands at one point because she scored, and we got his reaction to it.
That's so sweet.
And then a puck went up and into the stands, and her husband caught it and gave it to their son. I was like,
you can't write this.
No,
parkour.
Yeah, it was so cute. And they were showing her son up on the screen after he caught the puck or whatever, and it cut to her on the bench, and she's so locked in that her teammates are like tapping her and telling her to look at the screen, and she looked up at the screen, she just started smiling, was like, oh.
That's just so cute. That's a core memory.
No, literally. I mean, I don't think that kid will ever remember it, but they will be told it their entire lives.
We've got it on film, baby.
We've got it on film. Also, I want to talk about Caroline Harvey. She plays college. I believe she plays for Boston U. Might come as a shock. She has been so incredible. And that's one of my favorite parts about the Olympics is we don't really follow college hockey other than what reaches our news. But, like, we don't watch games. And so it is fun to watch and see the non-PWHL players or non-NHL players. You're like, oh, that's the future of the league.
Yeah, I really like the Olympics. You get to see so many new faces. Yes. Oh, I just love it.
Yeah.
New talent, new faces. I'm into it.
And then because it's Black History Month,
yeah, of course.
and we're calling attention to important things, I want to talk about Canada versus Switzerland. That game was the first time that more than one Black woman has played in a single game.
I did not know that.
Both on Canada, and then Canada played U.S., And that was the first time that 3 Black women have ever played in a single hockey game in the Olympics as well.
History.
So it's kind of crazy that it's just now happening, but it is
in the
nice
big
to
26
see.
too. Golly.
Yeah.
We are behind the times.
Also, Layla Edwards.
Love her.
I am loving watching her play. We were talking about the hit that someone tried to lay a hit on her the other day, and we were talking about it last night, and she was like, "Is there a flag?"
Yeah, they tried to lay a hit. I don't even think it registered for her. They just like reflected off of her shoulder.
She like bounced.
And she's so tall too.
Yeah, I think she's 6'2".
Yeah, she's not. That's not someone I'm laying a hit on.
She's just so.
She's so
talented.
I'm so excited. Nope. I'm so excited to see more of her.
I know, me too. I'm like, maybe I need to start watching women's college hockey.
Nah, she'll be in the PWHL soon. Then we'll get to see her all the time.
I hope so. I hope she does go the PWHL route.
Yeah, me too. But it's her choice.
Yeah.
If she doesn't end up in the PWHL, it's because she didn't want to.
I could see her coaching somewhere, but I also don't know if that's what she would want to do.
I don't know.
Either way, I'm loving watching her now.
Women's hockey is just so fun. The vibes are just so good.
That is what has made me feel the most patriotic recently.
That and the figure skating.
I'm like, hell yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, let's talk about men's hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah. What show is that from? It doesn't matter. We don't have time for it.
It says a single word. Sorry.
It's yeah. That's what it is. It's just Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
I was like, I know it. Where's it from? Let me rifle through. Okay. These are a couple just easy ones. Austin Matthews is Team USA's captain. And we said previously that if they made him the captain, they're just cowards.
They are.
And I stand by that.
I do too.
But I also had the thought that this is the only thing this is the closest to winning something he's going to get this year.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Okay. Sidney Crosby is Team Canada's captain, of course. Leon Draisaitl. He said his name.
Draisaitl.
He said his name because they had like everyone pronounce their names for the Olympics, and he says his name completely different than how I would say it. But I physically don't think I can make my mouth do that, so I apologize. But it's Draisaitl to me. That's what I can do. He's Germany's captain, of course. And then this is old, but Seth Jarvis, we know him.
Yeah, we
Everyone's
do.
favorite older brother. His friends famously, they drove 30 hours to come watch him in Four Nations last year. And then when he did get his Olympic call up, which he is a healthy scratch, but so what? He gets to go and participate.
Someone will get injured.
So Air Canada flew.
Not to put that out there, sorry.
I rebuke that.
I'm sorry.
In the name of the Father, Sidney Crosby. The Son, Connor McDavid. And the Holy Kid, Macklin Celebrini. I rebuke that. Anywho.
Sorry, Air Canada.
Air Canada flew a couple of his friends out to be able to watch him in
so sweet.
These Olympics, and I love that.
He needs to play at least one shift. Please, God.
Please. But Macklin Celebrini's popping the hell off. He's having a good Olympics.
Yeah.
That's all the quick ones I had. I mean, we can talk about, you want to talk about, well, I've only got one fact about Germany. The rest is just U.S. and Canada.
Okay.
Leon Draisaitl did have the fastest goal in the tournament.
Oh.
23 seconds he scored.
Shit.
Period.
Canada scored pretty quick in this game, but I think it was past the 1 minute mark.
Yeah. That's pretty much it on men's Olympics. It's been really hard for me. Y'all, I've had a cross to bear because it's been really hard to watch the men's U.S. hockey team because they keep showing or mentioning the T word, which I saw in a comment that they're being referred to as the upchucks now, and I like that. So it's like a jump scare. Like, I don't want to hear about them. I don't want to see about them. It's just hard to watch. I don't really like their uniforms. It's giving, we just copied the Rangers, and you had so much potential to do better in my book. But, I mean, Brock Faber's there. Gotta cheer for him. Yeah. The Hughes are there. Gotta cheer for him. Like, I do have my players there that I do love and support. Hellebuck did a really, really good job the other day.
He's really, really good.
He's popping off. I'm excited to see Swayman in the net. Hopefully, I don't know who they'll put
saw
in.
something about him. Yeah, he's starting today.
Yeah.
Versus Denmark.
That's what they were That's what they were speculating, the commentators, at their last game.
Emily Kaplan put it out, and I trust her with my life.
Oh, yeah.
She could put out Abby Mansell died 23 seconds ago, and I'd be like, oh,
rip
hang on,
to
hang
me.
on. It's time for me to keel over and die.
Macklin had the first goal for Canada in their first game. But he did get a goal.
Yeah, he did get a goal.
He's the youngest Canadian player to score a goal in the Olympics. Nick Suzuki got his first Olympic goal. The other ones are just like known scorers. You know, we've got McKinnon and Mark Stone and Horvat.
Did you see what the Winnipeg Jets tweeted about the Macklin goal?
Maybe.
They said, first time we were ever happy about a Macklin Celebrini goal.
That's so cute.
And also, I posted it on our story. So the NHL doesn't have the rights to like the broadcasting at all. So they can't post clips from games. They can only post photos. Mm-hmm. And so they did like a Mac Painter drawing recap of Macklin Celebrini's goal.
I did not see that.
It's so funny. I'm going to pull it back up for you. It cracked me up because they don't have the rights.
Can you show me later?
Sure. I'll show you later. It was really funny. And then I only have one other thing about men's Olympics. Kevin Fiala's injured.
Yeah.
He was injured in the Swiss-Canada game. Tom Wilson hit him. I think it was a clean hit.
It looks like a clean hit to me.
It was a clean hit, and then they both lost their footing, and he just landed so awkwardly, and then he had to be stretchered off, and he was on his stomach being stretchered off, which I've never seen, but it wasn't a spinal thing, it was a leg thing, so I guess they don't have to stretcher him off on their back.
Correct.
And also, he just didn't move. Like, he was clearly in too much pain to, like, move out of the position he was in, and he did have surgery in Italy on Friday.
Which is crazy. I wonder what that was like. All I could think about is that one skater who was skating for an Olympic country or whatever, went in and he had like appendicitis or something, and he like died on the table and didn't know about it. And his wife was trying to track him down. All I could think about is that. He was in Czech
Republic, I think. Yeah, and he wasn't in the Olympics. He was in like the minors of Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his appendix burst, and then he died. Yeah. That was actually crazy.
But anyways, I'm hoping for Canada. They have looked so strong. Did you see? Yeah. Everyone's just adopted Macklin.
I mean, how can you not?
That's just like our child.
Yeah.
I'm so glad, like McKinnon, Crosby. I saw Connor McDavid give him a hug after a goal. Like on the bench, they were watching. Aww. I think it was when Sidney Crosby scored a goal in this last game. And he literally came up and did this number, and then Macklin did like this number because, of course, he's just so lover girl. He's just so gentle and baby girl, and we must protect him. And that's the most emotion and activity I've seen out of Connor McDavid in like a year.
I will say, and Connor McDavid threw a hit.
He did.
I'm like, what happened? He touched down in Italy, and he's a changed man.
He is.
And it was a good hit, too. It was a tough one.
It was so crazy to see him play clean. You know, they're not allowed to fight, so this is just because they do, like, IHF rules, I think.
Oh, they're not allowed to fight?
So they're not allowed to fight, which is why I really don't understand why the Upchucks are here, but hey, c'est la vie. I'm hoping for Canada, gold. I'm hoping for just a freaking Hail Mary, and Germany, silver. And then
I'd be happy
U.S., bronze.
Yeah.
Do I think that's what's going to happen? No, but hey.
Men's hockey is different. Like, women's hockey, it is very much Canada or U.S.
Yeah.
Men's hockey, it really could be anybody. Mm-hmm. We know Canada is going to be in the mix. We know U.S. is going to be in the mix. Germany's really good.
It can be anyone but Latvia because we're not ready.
Yeah.
To be fair, those are stacked casts that they're playing up against. If I'm a goalie and I'm seeing McKinnon, McDavid, and I am shitting myself.
I'm going to be like, no, please don't.
Ow, I'm hurt.
Oh, no, tweet something. I can't play.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, ugh.
Yeah.
But I mean, men's are just getting started, so there's not that much to talk about.
That is true. We'll probably have more next week.
Oh, Jack Hughes. Last episode we were speculating on if he's just going to be like a scratch because he was cleared to go to the Olympics, but we didn't know if he was going to play or just ride the bench.
He's playing.
Like Matthew Tkachuk did at Four Nations. Andy Hoodle. He's playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
Has he scored? No, not that I've seen. But he was out on ice. I think he did an assist, right?
Yeah, it was an assist. And the commentators were like, his parents have so much to be proud of for that. And I'm like, I'm sure they're proud that they're even... You don't know the Hughes like I know the Hughes. They're probably just happy to all be there.
Look, I truly think that Ellen and Jimmy Hughes got more screen time than their sons did at that game.
100%. 100%.
And I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm not either.
Ellen was looking at something on her phone, and she was like...
Yeah.
And she shows it to Jimmy, and Jimmy's just like... And I want to know what was happening. And also, I didn't see Luke Hughes there. Mm-mm. So where are you? Your brothers are playing in the Olympics.
I'm sure he's on vacation.
You don't want to go on vacation in Milan?
All right, let's talk about Grant Fuhr and Blake Bolden.
Perfect.
Who do you want to start with?
Whichever.
Let's start with Blake. She is a defender. I don't think we've ever talked about her, me and you.
I've never heard her name. This is only the second female Blake I've ever heard of. Oh my gosh, she's such a baddie.
Yeah.
Queen material.
Yes, she is.
Ugh. Elite.
Yeah, I'm wearing my LA Kings merch in honor of her. But Blake was raised in Ohio. Her father worked for an IHL team, the Cleveland Lumberjacks, which is...
That's not bad.
It's not a bad name. And she went to high school at Northwood School, which is kind of like a boarding school. They're known for their elite hockey programs.
So they're rich.
And she grew up around hockey. She obviously loved it. Yeah. Yeah, they're not her. But she did captain the team her senior year as well.
Good for her.
That is pretty much all of the insight I can get on her high school career.
We love a leader.
Yes. She also played for Team USA in the 2008 and 2009 Women's World Juniors, winning gold both times.
Good for her.
Both?
Both?
Both times.
We're Canadian.
She also attended none other than Boston College.
Wow.
Yes, and her freshman year was the 2009-2010 year. She led all Hockey East defenders, not just freshmen. All of them.
She said, get behind me, babies. I'm going to show you how it's done.
Yeah, in points with 13 points in 29 games. Was captain of the team her senior year, of course. They made 3 Frozen Four appearances.
Dang.
Yeah. And she ended her college career with 139 games played and 82 points. As a defender.
That's pretty good for a defender.
Yeah.
Defense woman.
And this was prior to the PWHL. So she declared for the CWHL draft.
Okay.
And just as a refresher, there were 2 professional women's leagues at this time. Number 1 was the CWHL, the Canadians Women's Hockey League, that ran from 2007 to 2019. And then there was also the NWHL, the National Women's Hockey League, that then morphed into the PHF. And they operated from 2015 to 2023. And they were the first pro women's league to pay their players' salaries.
Queen shit.
Yeah, and when the PWHL was founded, they bought out the PHF, which was at that time the only operating women's hockey league. Well, there was another one, but it wasn't official, and
they were the only professional.
Yes.
Currently operating women's hockey.
There were a lot of professional players playing in this third league, but for the sake of this, we're not going to discuss it because it would just make things messy. So she declared for the CWHL draft and was drafted by the Boston Blades. That meant she was the first woman of color to ever play professional hockey.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
An icon.
In 2013, too, which is crazy to me.
That is crazy.
Yes. At some point during her rookie season, though, she was told by Team USA that she was not going to be playing in the Olympics.
Why? Cowards.
Just, I don't know why. Women's professional hockey, though, is so competitive. I have to think that it's just that, but also there's no telling. She did contemplate retiring, though, after getting that news.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially because she had led the World Juniors to gold twice.
Yeah, like, she is in her prime. She's putting up numbers, high numbers, consistently.
Thank God, though, she didn't retire.
They Jason Robertson her.
They did Jason Robertson her. It's true. Thank God she didn't retire. And in 2015, the Boston Blades won the Clarkson Cup, which was their Stanley Cup.
You didn't need her on U.S. Meanwhile, she's winning cups.
Also on this team with her at that time.
Who?
Hillary Knight.
Impeccable. Impeccable.
Which is just insane.
Can I buy merch? I know they don't operate anymore, but do you have any cute vintage laying around?
Yeah, so she won that cup 2015. Well, then the NWHL was founded in North America. They were paying players salaries. She said,
need that.
Got a blast over a couple streets over to start playing for the Boston Pride. So she stayed in Boston.
I love that.
But then she got to get paid for it, which is a slay.
I just got paid.
Yeah. Also, during this first season, the Boston Pride played the Les Canadiennes. Oh my God, Canadienesses.
Les Canadienesses.
Yeah, that's so my stutter.
There's no way we said that right. Just go ahead. Send us a voice message with how to properly say that, and we apologize.
My stutter can't handle the but the Les Canadienesses de Montreal.
That was pretty good. Hey, there she is.
They played the Boston Pride in an outdoor game. The 2016 Outdoor Women's Classic, which was the first professional women's outdoor game.
She has paved the way for so much with women's hockey.
Yeah, she scored the only goal for Boston in that game, actually.
As I said.
Yeah. And with the Pride in her inaugural season, well, in the NWHL's inaugural season, they won the Isabel Cup, which was their Stanley Cup.
As I say, out here winning cups.
Yes.
Out here getting paid, winning cups, making plays.
In May of 2017, though, she did decide to leave and play in Switzerland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can't blame her. Switzerland.
I honestly can't either. And she did only end up playing one season there before returning back to the NWHL, playing for the Buffalo Beauts. I love that name.
That's not a bad name either.
That's not a bad name. Playing for the Buffalo Beauts for the 2018-19 season, having 16 games played, 13 points, winning Defensive Player of the Year, and retiring.
And that's facts.
Yeah, Nico
Rosberg'd that.
I started to say he, and I was like, no, wrong sport. Yeah, Nico Rosberg did, which Nico Rosberg...
We've mentioned it
won a cup and then retired immediately. He said... Not a cup.
He won
a world championship.
He won a world championship in Formula One and then retired, even though his contract was not anywhere close.
He retired immediately after that race without discussing it with the team.
He let everyone know, including his teammates and his family. No one knew that he was retiring. He just was like, that's a wrap for me. And then chaos descended.
Also, he was in a very heated rivalry with his teammate, and the team prioritized his teammate over him.
Y'all should look into Bro-Sadies. Because I'm telling you, it is immaculate.
It is incredible.
It stays haunting the narrative to this day.
Yeah, it really does.
It's been 14 years.
No, literally. So, where is Blake now?
Thriving.
Well, yeah. In 2020, it was announced that the LA Kings would be signing Blake Bolden as a pro scout. It's so funny.
She knows talent.
She's so just like nonchalant. In every interview I hear her talk about, she was like, yeah, they called me and they asked if I wanted to be a pro scout, if I had thought about that. And I had never thought about that. Didn't even know that was a possibility, but I like the sport, so sure.
Yeah.
And she wanted to be around hockey even though she had retired. She said also in an interview that she went and met some people within the Kings organization, and they were like, oh, wow, like, you really know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she
does.
And
she said, oh, okay. Oh, wait, that's what they said. She said, yeah, I'm a 4-time All-Star, All-American, World Champion. I know what I'm talking about.
Fucking facts, Blake. Oh, my God. A woman who knows her worth.
And she was just the second female to ever be an NHL scout.
Just like say it loud, say it proud. Tell them who you are.
She was also the first woman of color to ever be an NHL scout. She held that position for 4 seasons.
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed I didn't know her. But to be fair, I was young. I was in middle school when you started.
Yeah. When we also just didn't find out.
We don't watch hockey.
We are still learning more and more about hockey. Clearly. Every week we learn more. Yeah. After 4 years of scouting, she decided she wanted to get out in the community. And she said that LA is a very diverse and very vibrant city, and she wants to help grow the game within it.
Yeah.
And so she changed from a scout to a growth and inclusion specialist with the Kings. And so now you see all these programs like
Blake, why did we cancel Pride Night?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's not her decision.
I'm sure that's not her fault.
Yeah. But we see things like girls skate night where they provide all the pads and everything and just have girls come out and learn how to skate, see if they like the game. We see all of that, and all of that is
her,
very much due to her. Yeah. And I believe she still holds that position. This would be her 7th season in that position.
We love to see it.
Yeah. I pulled a little thing from her website because she does a lot of outreach stuff. And it says, Blake aims to make herself visible, especially to Black and brown youth, because she and so many other female colleagues believe if you can see it, you can be it.
And that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's so true.
Yeah. Now, on top of the growth and inclusion, specialist role, in 2024, she got a call from ESPN. And they said, you want to do some broadcasting?
Love your work.
And she said, I have no idea. So, yeah.
That's the thing is like, okay, if you don't like it or you're not good at it, then you'll either get fired or you'll quit, you know? But if you don't just try it, how will you know?
Which there isn't something that she said in an interview that was basically that. She was like, I just say yes to everything and I just figure it out as I go.
Yeah.
And if I don't like it, I'll stop.
You only get to live once.
Yeah.
Take your opportunities.
Yeah, and so in 2024, she joined the broadcasting team for pregame, intermission, and postgame analysis. And last season, she joined the Monday Night Hockey broadcasting team, which is through Amazon Prime for national coverage. But she still, I believe, does sub-broadcasting with the Kings, just like fills in when they need her kind of thing.
So she hasn't forgotten who gave her the opportunity to grow her platform. I love it.
Yeah.
Community outreach, taking opportunities. Love her. Obsessed.
And I
feel that does explain why I've never heard of her, because I don't watch the intermissions or any of that stuff. Now I might have to.
Yeah, you should.
I just don't like it.
Too bad. Too bad, so sad.
Well, I didn't know that we had a woman out here, you know?
Yeah.
Who is it? I love the female commentators for the Olympics. I don't know their names, but I've seen them
Kinsey
a lot.
Lalonde or Londelay. I can never remember the right way to say it. I'm so sorry. She does a lot of PWHL commentary as well. She also does commentary for the Canadians.
I mean, I'm just like it's very well known that I just don't like men talking to me. Not me, but at me.
I don't like
podcasts or I don't like any of that stuff.
Well, speaking of talking, she did an interview with some Kings media people, actually. And this is the question they asked her, amongst others, obviously. You've mentioned that this career transition has been so special because of the impact you will have on young girls and women who you see on this platform. What do you hope for, and do you have any advice for those little girls watching? To which she responded with, growing up, I didn't see a woman in between the benches, certainly not a woman of color. I think it's so important to be brave and bold and put myself out there to show girls that you can do things. There is no limit. This is for me, but it's also for all of them too. So put yourself out there and good things will happen.
Look, Queen Blake.
Queen
Jessica. Those are my girls.
Yeah.
Ride or die.
Yeah.
If you have a bad thought about her, keep it out of your head. Definitely keep it out of your mouth.
And keep it away from me.
Yeah.
She also helped launch the Black, Silver, and Bold program with the Kings, which is a free...
I love that.
Yeah, which is a free development program fostering community for underrepresented elite youth hockey players and their families in LA. Additionally, she created Bolden Girls, like Blake Bolden Girls.
Love it.
But also like Golden Girls.
Love.
An all-girls continue-to-play program option once young girls have graduated from the Little Kings program.
That's so... I don't know what to say other than I love her, and I love her work.
She also has the Embolden Her mentorship initiative where, I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. She mentors young girls all over the country.
Can she mentor me?
Can she mentor me? I don't know what questions. I'm doing. And then finally, what most people might recognize her from is the NHL's YouTube series Breaking the Ice, where she partners with various NHL players and they walk all of us through how they take certain shots and how they like angle their stick and various demo type things while she also interviews them.
I've seen those. I didn't know that was her.
Yeah, that's Blake Bolden, bitch. Yeah, and I kind of figured we'd have a lot to talk about, so I didn't do a ton of notes. No, she's an icon, though.
She's an icon. She's a legend.
And she is the moment. This guy was the moment a long time ago. Not that long ago, actually. Grant Fuhr. First of all, look at this iconic picture of him with his...
So he wins things. Got it.
5 Stanley Cups, to be specific.
I would never take those rings off.
No, me neither.
I feel like you have to weight train to be able to hold all of them.
Yeah. And, you know, those people that
judging off of that picture of him, he don't need any help there.
No. Grant Fuhr, a Libra.
Immaculate.
Yes. Born in September of 1962. So he's 63 years old today.
September when?
28th.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Trust but verify.
Yeah, fair. And he was raised in Spruce Grove, Alberta. Canada. He is half Indigenous, specifically the Enoch Cree Nation, and half Black. We don't know a ton about his birth parents because he was actually adopted by Betty Wheeler and Robert Fuhr when he was 13 days old.
Wow.
So pretty immediately. But we do know both of his parents were teenagers when they had him. Okay. And so they just...
say less. Understood.
Yeah, they just couldn't provide. They did the selfless thing, honestly. But, his mother was Indigenous. Actually, in the 70s, before he joined Major Juniors, he played for the Enoch Tomahawks, which is part of her
I was about to say,
nation.
Is that part of his nation?
Yeah, because his mother is from the Enoch Cree Nation.
I just think with adopting when you're teenagers like that, you just need to know yourself. And if you can do it, even though it's really, really hard and there's so much against you, you can do it, you want to do it, perfect. If you recognize that this is not the time that you want to have a baby and you're not ready for that, yes, let someone adopt them. Yeah. I respect both outcomes. I respect all the outcomes that make sure that the child is that make sure that the child is protected as well as the mother.
Absolutely.
I don't believe in making people do stuff just because it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And he played for the Enoch Tomahawks, I believe, for 1 season before joining the WHL for the Victoria Cougars in 1979. He had 2 seasons, 2 very incredible seasons. I also don't think I mentioned it already. He's a goaltender.
Oh, no, I did not know his position.
He's a goaltender, so there's a reason I'm not going to be talking about points or anything. I'll mention his save percentage in a little bit, but that's why I'm not just glazing over the points.
I honestly hadn't even realized that you didn't tell me his position yet, because I'm like, you normally work it in.
I meant to mention it, but that's my fault. No, he's goaltender, which I think he's the first goaltender we're talking about in this series.
No, I think we talked about another one. Could be wrong, though.
Sure.
I could be wrong.
I don't know either. I don't remember what I said 5 seconds ago.
That's facts.
No, he had 2 very incredible seasons with the Cougars and was named first team All-Star both seasons. And in 1981, he was drafted 8th overall by the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, wow. Shout out Edmonton.
Yes. He played 10 seasons with the Oilers from 81 to 91.
How have I not heard of him?
Winning 5 Stanley Cups.
So he's got a 50% average of winning a Stanley Cup.
Yes. He is also very widely known as a supreme clutch goaltender.
Can we bring him back for the Oilers to get McDavid a cup?
He is 63.
And?
Grant. From me to you.
Look, McDry just needs 1 cup, okay? Just one.
Just one. Yeah.
If you feel like it,
And he was specifically known for his playoff success.
Dang.
Yeah, which is crazy.
He's so impressive.
So, a little bit more about his career. You might, probably not, but you might remember the Edmonton Oilers won their first Stanley Cup in 1984.
I did not remember that.
I didn't think that you would. This is why I'm reminding you. Grant Fuhr was in that, obviously.
He won them the cup.
This was his third season, so yeah.
You can't win a cup without a good goalie.
Well, then they went on a run of winning the 84, 85, 87, and 88 cups.
Great decade for them.
So what happened in 1986, you might be wondering?
Hey, what happened in 1986?
So they were the number 1 team in the league in the regular season.
Yes.
Gretzky, because Gretzky was also a part of this team at this time. This was like the golden era of the Oilers.
They've been chasing that high ever since.
Literally, they've been chasing that high ever since. And that's how we've spent a lot of time together. Gretzky had scored 215 points. The only other player at that time who could do that was Mario Lemieux.
Yes.
Also,
that's my papa.
Also on that team, Yuri Curry led the league in goals with 68 goals. He had 138 points. 1 point behind Bobby Orr's all-time record. Yes. And in round 1 of the playoffs, because obviously they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
They swept the Canucks in round 1.
That's not hard to do.
No, it's not. I wonder if there were riots. Sorry. Now it's round 2. They're up against Calgary. It's a game 7.
I just hate Calgary.
Yeah, it's game 7 of round 2. And the Flames, oh my God, when did Canada score 5 goals?
What do you mean? We've been recording for an hour.
Who scored?
That's my queen.
Yes, okay. Speaking of scoring, the Flames led 2-0 in the first period. Second period, the Oilers managed to tie it. Now we're in the third period. There's about 15 minutes remaining in the game. The puck gets dumped down towards the Oilers' net. Grant comes out to get control of the puck, and he passes it to Steve Smith, a defenseman for the Oilers. Grant's going back to his net. Steve tries to dump it down the ice to create a breakaway.
Okay.
He misjudged where Fuhr was on the ice. It hits him, and it goes in their own net, giving Calgary a lead of 3-2.
Oh, my God.
And they won.
Luke Hughes kind of did the same thing this season. But it was not playoffs,
yes, because
clearly.
Own goals do count.
Oh, my God.
Calgary won the game, subsequently the series.
Has anyone checked on him? Is he okay? Because
He played like 12 more seasons.
I would call like an inpatient rehab and check myself in for a little mental health break after that.
Me too.
Just
Me
like
too.
a week of respite.
Yeah. You want to know what makes it even worse? That was Steve's 23rd birthday.
Fuck, Steve! Look, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way,
guys.
You know? It happens. Yeah. I hope you're okay. I just know that man received death threats. I cannot imagine how bad I would feel.
His entire career was kind of taunted by that.
Tainted
Shit. Tainted by that.
Yeah, that also sucks. That is the kind of thing that follows you around forever. Yeah. Oh my God, I am so sorry.
So that's why they didn't win the 86 Cup.
Oh my God, that is so traumatizing.
I would disappear.
I am so uncomfortable knowing that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk about his best season professionally then instead. Grant's. Steve's.
Yeah.
But Grant's. It was the 87-88 season. So 2 years
Came back
later.
with a vengeance.
Yes. This was his biggest season in the NHL. He played 75 games in the regular season.
How many did they have at that point? Like 80?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I don't actually know.
That's okay. You don't have to.
Even if they had 82 game seasons at this point, 75 is a ton. Yeah. And then it was followed by 18 playoff games. He played every single playoff game.
God. I mean, of course. I'm not putting in anyone other than him. Probably ever.
No. There's no reason to, is the thing.
No, if you're good, I'm good.
He won the Vezina, which is the top goaltender of the year. And he placed second in the league for the Hart Memorial, which is
second.
MVP. Mario Lemieux won it.
That's valid. And I digress.
Yeah. He actually beat out Gretzky in voting because he was second and Gretzky was third.
That's fine.
Which is kind of
That's really impressive for a goalie, but I'm also like, look at his work.
And the Oilers won their 4th cup in 5 years.
Was Steve with them?
I don't know where Steve was.
I hope he's okay.
I don't know where Steve was.
That's okay.
In that offseason, though, this is where the Oilers self-sabotaged a lot. Because you might remember the trade.
I do remember the trade.
Wayne Gretzky to the LA Kings.
Your King sweatshirt is really just promo for this episode.
It really is. I didn't even do this on purpose. Yeah, the Oilers traded Wayne Gretzky to the LA Kings. And the LA Kings, low-key, began to dismantle their dynasty-era team. In a matter of, 3 years? Yeah, in a matter of 3 years, they would trade away every remaining piece of their dynasty-era team.
It's so stupid.
Which part
That's
of it
the type of gameplay that on traders, you just, no.
Yeah.
Horrible gameplay.
Yes. So, Mark Messier, Paul Coffey, and Yuri Curry were already gone.
That's the kind of gameplay that Danielle and Caroline were doing in their season of Traders.
Makes no sense. That is the most frustrating season of Traders I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Thank God for this season.
Yes. The final nail in the coffin, though, was in 1991. They trade Grant Fuhr and Glenn Anderson to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
That's a punishment in and of itself.
Yeah, the Toronto was still all right at this point in time, which is fine. Grant had actually taken an injury in the 89-90 season and had taken a back seat in the 90-91 season, which is a really, really sweet way of saying he was suspended for 59 games after testing positive for cocaine.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Also, it was like the early 90s, you know?
Yeah, he admitted to it.
Yeah, no shit.
Which, he kind of had to. He actually admitted to abusing it for 7 years.
Yeah.
Which would encompass the dynasty era of the Oilers as well.
They were not testing then. If you're trying to convince me that those elite players weren't snorting some of the Lord's least favorite candy, now, I don't believe you.
Exactly.
If you're telling me they're not snorting the highest snow you'll ever have in your life.
I'm also just think about the lack of safety measures still.
There's no safety measures. It's the lawless land.
Yeah.
Everyone was just fucking up everyone else's shit.
Yeah, so
cocaine was everywhere.
Grant was having a lot of time not on ice, and so he started looking at other teams as well. And Glenn Anderson, quote, was willing to play anywhere but Edmonton.
Yeah.
So they both got traded.
To the Maple Leafs, right?
Yeah, to the Maple Leafs. I was looking at this because when Fuhr was reinstated and he started playing again, opposing fans would taunt him with bags of sugar at games.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah. Also, his wife kind of went on an exposure tour for him.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're not married anymore. They weren't married much long after this.
I can't imagine it was a stable relationship. You can't have a stable relationship with someone that's on cocaine. No, that much.
No. And this is per Wikipedia. Could not find it on a reliable source, so take it as it is.
My hot take, Wikipedia is a reliable source. 9 times out of 10.
That is a hot take.
How many wrongs do you see on Wikipedia?
A lot. Wikipedia lists Jack Hughes as the son of, God, what's his name?
That could be fixed by now. We don't know.
Of the Hughes that is the general manager of the Canadiens. I cannot remember his first name. It doesn't matter.
Kent Hughes.
Kent Hughes. They are not related. So, I have just a couple more things to talk about with Grant, and then we'll round it out. He played for Toronto for, how long did he play for him? Like 1 season, I think. And then midway through the 92-93 season, he was traded to Buffalo. And at the end of the 94 season, he was traded again to LA, where he rejoined Gretzky. Also, in his time in Buffalo, it's kind of crazy because he and Dominique Hasek, the goalie partners in the Buffalo Sabres organization, had the fewest goals against in the league. But he was still traded at the end of that season.
Maybe he just wasn't happy.
Maybe. Well, then he was traded from LA again to the St. Louis Blues. Or he wasn't traded. He signed as a free agent with the St. Louis Blues and then ahead of the 95-96 season. And this is where he refound his confidence as a goaltender and consistent success. And he stayed with that organization for 4 seasons, despite people thinking that he was out of his prime. He came in, his first season for them, he played 79 games, broke his career high in save percentage with .903.
Golly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, his second season, he had a knee injury.
Dang.
And it never seemed to get back to 100%. He kept having problems with it and kept re-injuring it. But still in those 4 seasons, he had very impressive numbers. Mm-hmm. He then was traded to the Calgary Flames in 1999, where he would retire at the end of that season. But here's some records that he holds. Records for most assists and points by a goaltender in a regular season and playoffs combined, which was 61. He had 61 assists.
That's pretty freaking good.
Which is crazy. The longest undefeated streak by a goaltender, he went 23 games undefeated. The most assists in a single season, which was 14. The most games played in a single season with the 79 games with the Blues. And the most consecutive appearances in a single season, which I don't like the wording of that, but whatever.
That was a weird one, but okay.
Yeah, 76. And Calgary, after he retired, Calgary hired him as a goaltending coach and advisor, which he held for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
In 2004, he was hired by the Arizona Coyotes as their goaltending coach.
I mean, that man knows how to be a goalie.
Yeah, that is for sure. And he held that position through 2009. He currently, as of last season, I don't watch these games, is a broadcaster for the Coachella Valley Firebirds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2003. Wayne Gretzky has said so many times that he thinks that Grant Fuhr is the greatest goaltender of all time. Which, to have Wayne Gretzky telling you that,
I mean, his career speaks for himself.
His career does speak for himself. And
he is one of the greats, if not the greatest.
Yeah. The Oilers have also retired his number 31.
Yeah, of course. Appropriate.
Yeah. In 2004, he was inducted into the Alberta Sports Hall of Fame.
Nice.
In 2015, he co-wrote, kind of more of a collaborated with Bruce Dobingen on his biography, Grant Fuhr, The Story of a Hockey Legend. And in 2017, he was named top 100 greatest NHL players of all time.
Yeah, he should. Well, what? That's not English. What did he rank on that list? Do you remember?
I think he was like top 13.
That's appropriate.
Originally, back when he was playing, he was ranked in the top like 70 NHL players. But clearly, he's moved up in that.
Yeah, he had a really long career. Also,
weren't the
Firebirds where Jessica Campbell coached before she went pro?
Yes, yeah, they are the AHL affiliate of the Seattle Kraken.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of them.
Yeah.
Look, very impressive. I got to give it to Blake. She's a queen. Guy, I'm so sorry that Grant. Nope, almost did it again. Grant, I am so sorry I was unfamiliar with you. To be fair, you've only played for teams that I don't watch or like.
Also, he was out
also, you were in the
NHL
80s.
Before I was even born.
Yeah, for sure. That picture of him with his rings goes hard. Love it.
It does go hard. Honestly, I couldn't find anything of Grant confirming this or really anybody talking about it. But, of course, he was mentioned in Soul on Ice.
Yeah.
They talk about all of them. And I heard a couple of people mention that because of the mask and all of that, when he was a goaltender, a lot of people didn't even know he was black.
Not that it should matter, but that's cool.
Yeah. But also, he's just so fucking good.
He is so freaking good.
He's so freaking good.
Yeah, legends. Yeah. Legends. We'll see you next week to talk about more Olympic thingamabobbers.
And it'll be... Oh, Team Canada won, by the way. I think they won 6-1.
Yeah.
5-1, 6-1. One of those two.
So Canada's going to be in the semifinals.
Canada's in the semifinals.
Who's surprised?
Yeah, not me.
Not me. I want Switzerland to be the other spot.
I would be really happy with Swiss.
I'll be happy with whoever wins that game. That game will come on in like 2 hours. So
yeah.
Okay, we'll see you next episode. Bye.
Bye.